I couldn't laugh. I couldn't cry. Like I was in so much denial. Mind you, that man is old enough to be my grandfather. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're a new subscriber, thanks for coming. And if you've been here already, thanks for coming back. I was thinking about this story, something that once happened to me, like a very tragic story, and I thought of sharing it with you guys. But before that, I'm going to do an OOTD. Do you guys remember this top? I did a Timu haul in my previous video, and this is one of the tops I got from the haul, and I even made mention that I'm going to style it in a better way, and I did. So let me show you guys what it looks like before we get into today's video. I don't know if you guys can see very well, but the top, that off shoulder top, this is what it looks like. I styled it with a cottage skirt and loafers. Yeah. So guys, let's dive into today's video. So I'm going to do a story time about what happened to me when I was in level 200. Yeah, level 200 first semester during school days. There was this, is it a fateful day? Let me say it that way. There was this fateful day. I was coming back from lectures. We had closed from school and we were all going home. Like, and if you know me, I was those kind of students that immediately, like the lecturer leaves, I'm following him. Like we go out early, me and my friends, we just go home so early. So on that day, we were walking and then I think something happened. I don't know, but then I had to take a lead or I just don't remember, but I remember I was walking alone. That's all that I remembered. So I met one of my colleague in a different from a different class, and then we walked together to our school junction. So when we got to the school junction, there was this old man. Yeah, he was like coughing so bad. You could see that that man was really, really struggling. So this old man was coughing so bad, like he was coughing like continuously. It was non-stop. So like I felt so pity for him, and he approached me at that time. That my colleague I was working with had already left. So the old man, I was the only one standing at the bus stop. Like I was waiting for a car to like pick me up. So like the old man was like, "Good afternoon." I was like, "Good afternoon." He couldn't even talk because the cough kept interrupting him. So like he greeted me, I responded, and he was like, "Oh, he's coming somewhere around here, but it seems he's missing because he's new to this place." Like mind you, that man is old enough to be my grandfather. Yeah. So I was like, okay, but now can you call somebody, the person you are going to, so that I talk to the person and then the person can show me maybe where you are coming, and then I could see if I know there, I can direct you and all that. This man was like, oh yeah, yeah, but then I realized my phone is off. His phone is that keypad phone, yeah. So the phone was off. When he showed it to me, the phone was off. And I was like, okay, does he know the person's number? And he was like, yeah. He pulled out a paper from his pocket, and then I dialed the number from that paper, and then I called that person. When I called that person, the person spoke to me. The person told me about the location and all that, and the person was like, can I please give it to the man? So he talks to the man. Immediately I gave it to this man. That old man vanished. I didn't know he was so strong. The man literally ran with my phone, like right in front of my eyes, and I couldn't do, like, it was like flash. And I had like some few students coming around. I was so frustrated. I was stranded. There was a shop around, so I told that man that there was a Nigerian man there selling phone cases and all that. So I told him what just happened, and he was like, "Are you sure it's that man?" Because he also saw that man. Like, are you sure it's that man? And I was like, honestly, it's that man. And I'm so confused as you are. I don't know what to do. So like two of the other students that like were coming, like other students were coming around because they were approaching the junction. They wanted to come and pick car at the bus stop. So I told there were these two guys. I don't even know them, but then when I was telling the Nigerian man, fortunately for me, they were buying something from him. So they listened to what happened, and then they tracked the phone. Find my iPhone was on. They tracked the phone and everything, and then they chased the person. The man wasn't so like far. They chased him with a motor, but then they couldn't catch him. The man was far gone. I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know how the man was able to do that. I don't know if he was using juju or what. Like, I was so frustrated. And at that moment, I couldn't laugh. I couldn't cry. Like I was in so much denial. I was in so much denial. Like what is happening? And mind you, I was using an iPhone 7 Plus and then I upgraded to an iPhone XR, like I was like I had that upgrade. That was way back in 2022. Yeah. I was like, oh, I've upgraded my phone. I was kind of so happy, that kind of thing. And then I used the phone for like only a month and few weeks, and then the phone is gone. Like, how could this man like do that? That was why in my previous video I was saying that I have like trust issues. Imagine an old man suffering, coughing so bad, and you decide to help him, and then he ends up running away with your phone. So yeah, I came back home, and then I don't know of other schools, but I know it's uni. When you're in uni, you know that for uni, like everything is on phone or laptop, and I'm having a MacBook. I was having a MacBook at that time, but then I don't take my laptop to school all the time. I only take it to school when I'm having presentations, yeah. So that day I didn't even take my laptop to school, and all my slides were on my phone, my lesson notes, everything was on my phone. So like I was so sad. I was so sad, but I couldn't even cry. At the end of the day, I was even laughing. But then honestly, the laughter wasn't from my heart because I was extremely sad, but then I was laughing. I don't know if it was denial, if it was acceptance, if it was the grieving process. I just didn't know. But then I came back home, I told my mom everything, and my mom was like, you should be very vigilant. I know, like she didn't even blame me. She didn't even blame me for anything because I was just trying to help somebody and the person took advantage of me. He stole my phone. Yeah. So when I got home, I told my mom, when I got home, after telling my mom, I then decided to like log into my MacBook and track the phone. Like when I tracked the phone, it was somewhere very far from me. I don't remember the region, but it was somewhere very far from me. In like 3 to 4 days later, the phone was found in Nigeria, according to the tracking details. That find my iPhone thing. The phone was found in Nigeria. Ever since then, I forgot about that phone. I think in 2 days' time, my dad gave me a phone, but it was an Android phone. Yeah. At a point in my life, I had to use an Android phone for a while. So, like, my dad gave me an Android phone, but that Android phone was very good. It had good camera quality. Yeah, before I along the line, I got a new iPhone. Like, I'll never forget that story. It's one of the memorable stories in my life. And I have a lot of stories too. And I'll be sharing with you guys like more often. Yeah. I'll be doing storytelling more often because sometimes I do think about it and I'm like, but Alhamdulillah, who knows the future? Like that's why it said that no one can predict the future. Because tell me why? Like I'm even using a 17 Pro Max now with an iPhone 11, and then I've even forgotten about that phone. And I know by now the man, I don't know, but he scammed me. Yeah, that was how I got scammed. Like that was the first time I was scammed. So like it was so new to me. I was so shocked. Like all my friends were shocked and they felt so sorry for me when I told them in school. But then it is what it is. It has been stolen already, so I can't do anything about it. Yeah. So that was how I got scammed somewhere 2022. And I got scammed 2 weeks ago. I'll tell you guys that one too in another video. Yeah. So if you were in my shoes, what would you have done? What would you have done? Like, just tell me, what would you have done? Because as at that time, like, I was so frustrated. But then I didn't even cry about that issue. I'm such a crybaby, but then I didn't even cry. Like, not even a drop of tears. I don't know. I was just in so much denial to the extent that, I didn't even cry. Yeah, I didn't even cry. I was like, my dad was like, just let him take it. I promise I'm going to get you a new phone. And he did. So, yeah. And if you guys want more story time videos, don't forget to comment more story time and I'll drop but I have a lot of stories, like a lot had happened to me and I have a lot to say. Yeah, so I think I'll be sharing it with you guys from time to time. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like it, and don't forget to comment. Bye guys, and if you haven't subscribed, you should. Bye guys.